behalf of the Pen Wonders International, I'm your host, Suvira Ballari Kushnur, hosting a very brand new show, Words and Faces. Today, I have with me esteemed guests across the country who are going to narrate their beautiful compositions to me. So, without much further ado, let me introduce our guests to you. We have Ketki Mazumdar, Rakesh Chandra, Bogdana, and Vasudha Pansare, ma'am. A hearty welcome to all of you. Good evening. Namaste. How are you all
Hello.
doing?
That's fine.
Okay, we
Hi,
hope you too.
Suvira.
I'm good. I'm good. So,
Good to meet
without,
all the poets. Yeah.
yeah. Without wasting much of the time, I am eager to listen to your compositions today. May we welcome Bogdana, ma'am, and can you please recite to us your favorite poem?
Uh, okay, I don't know if it's a favorite poem. I think it's just, my poems are really short, but they try to have a message inside, so I hope it's gonna be a message. I just thought about this celebrations that are coming now very soon, Christmas and New Year and everything, and I composed a short poem which is called Sour.
Okay.
The snow is white and the people are black inside. What a difference. They keep buying things without truly being involved. What do you prefer? An expensive watch or a biscuit poured with love? This was my poem.
Oh, it's a very short, very simple, and very beautiful poem, which makes me think we all have. What are we actually doing? Yes, I think I remember this dialogue in a very famous movie. I think all Indians would know. It's about Bawarchi, which says it's it's. It's a very famous dialogue which says it's so simple to be happy, but it's so difficult to be simple. So your
Yeah,
poem
that's true.
actually is trying to tell us that we all have to be simple. It's not
That's
the
true. We always we
extravaganza.
always
We
try
are
to find happiness in expensive things, in something
exactly
complicated, and that's why I wrote the poem, because I was looking on the street, seeing people with presents and everything, and I was thinking, oh my God, but there can be so simple gestures, and with so simple gestures, you can make somebody happy, not necessarily going and buying something very expensive and just throw it away. Here is your present. This is everything. No, just try to be involved in what you offer. If you offer something, offer it with love, no matter if it's a hug or a present or something, because
true,
in
true.
this way, that present is more, gifted, and you give it with love. And this is what it is important. If we share something with love, not just with obligation or something, no, only because
True,
it's Christmas.
true. So beautiful. Does anybody want to say anything?
Oh, yes. I always feel that happiness is within you,
Yeah.
and you can be happy with just very simple things, simple pleasures, like watching the sunrise, going for a walk, the sun on your face, a hot cup of coffee, and talking to your grandchildren and your children. So, happiness, is within you.
True.
No amount of money can buy you happiness. If
Exactly.
you're determined to be happy, you will be happy.
True. I've actually well pointed out, Mama. It's a daily dose. This we need to think every day that happiness
True.
lies in simple things.
Yes, very true.
Anybody else? Rakesh ji, Ketki ma'am, do you want
One
to
thing,
really?
yes. One thing I want to add to whatever Vasudha has said, that writing poetry on the philosophy of life is not a, you see, very common thing in English or Hindi poetry. And that philosophy, which lies behind the faces of human beings, we encounter daily, rather, such things, such people. But we don't, we rarely write on this topic, these subjects. We write on abstract pictures. We write on everything, but we don't write or try to write such beautiful philosophies of life, which is a truth, which is the essence of life. So first of all, I congratulate Bodhganaji for taking up this topic, this subject as a philosophy of life in poetic form. And that reminds me the old saying that all that glitters is not gold.
True.
So, so Bodhganaji has done a wonderful thing. In a short poem, she has conveyed a very big philosophy of life, which we
Absolutely.
encounter in our daily
True.
lives.
Very
Ket-
true.
Thank you,
Very.
sir. Thank you.
Ketki ma'am, do you feel like adding something to this?
Actually, in awe of Bogdan, as Rakesh ji also said, in these few lines, she has conveyed something so important in today's world when we know material stuff is, just everywhere. But somewhere, the kindness, the happiness, the caring which is in us, we don't show that. We don't know how to
True,
somehow.
true.
And we wonder, do we have to get old to understand? Because we are all of a certain age. Do we understand only when we grow old? Do the youngsters, I don't know if they understand nowadays. Life is too fast, there's no time to think. You have to think for such things.
Maybe it's the tribulations that we encounter make us wonder, ponder, everything. I don't know.
Yes,
Um,
we become wiser as we grow older.
True.
I think
Exactly.
And growing old is I have recently written a poem on that about growing old and how it is a privilege. It's a privilege denied to many. Growing old makes you wiser, and you learn to appreciate the little pleasures of life.
Yes.
Absolutely. I agree. Ketki ma'am, can we have your poem?
yeah. Well, this poem is about a place which is very near to my heart. Like you said, you wanted something which touches you. This place touches me. It's called Darjeeling. I don't know how many of you know about Darjeeling. It's a hill station on the east side of India, and it's at the foothills of the Himalayas.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
from there, from Darjeeling, you can see the third highest peak in the world called Kanchenjunga, and it's very beautiful. This whole place is beautiful. So this poem is called a Darjeeling Feeling.
Okay.
The gong echoed in the cold, crisp air. I heard all the smaller sounds trapped inside it that vibrated. Each nuance carried peace, an awakening, a healing. I felt the energy from those sound waves. The colorful prayer flags fluttered. The east wind of dawn blew gently, fresh, miraculously pure and tender. Vibrant thoughts of the soul soared in a tribute of awe to the distant Kanchenjunga, revealing her golden peaks like a blessing. The gong called to the majestic. The smell of curling wood smoke filled the air and merged with the gentle tinkle of bells on sheep and ponies as they tread the mountain tracks. Rosy-cheeked children waved and smiled. I sat surrounded by towering ancient pine trees, shivering silver leaves of eucalyptus, blazing rhododendron bushes, and fragrant pink rose creepers. Zigzag roads and rocky steps led to the monastery. I'm bound here in the theology of the reclusive, bound by the vibration of gongs that enter my heart. I smell the incense in an unmoving inner silence of peace. The mountain air enters me. I see the wild profusion of cosmos flowers vibrant amongst the green with tips of jeweled dew. Here I retreat. Here I retreat. Drop attachments. Here the air is sacred. Here I found my heaven.
So beautiful, so profound that you have discussed the place, how it is like heaven for you. You find it's panacea, and you feel cathartic when you go there. I mean, you have described the place. I can vividly now imagine Darjeeling, the gongs I can imagine, the incense I can think of. I can think of the monasteries that are there. I can see the snow-capped mountains. I was imagining the sun rays on this falling on the snow-capped mountains, the white pristine snow, uh, the hot Maggie. All this was going on in my mind. So beautifully described. I mean, really, I mean, how a place can make us feel come alive. A place where we forget our sorrows. That is something you have tried to tell, where you feel happy, where you feel relaxed. A place that is your home, away from the home, but you feel homely. You feel you've encountered your home there, ma'am. Beautiful composition. I like the choice of words that have been used. Well composed. Congratulations. Does anybody have anything to say about Darjeeling? I've personally
Oh,
not
yes, yes.
visited, but now I'm sure
Yes,
after listening to ma'am, I would like to go and visit Darjeeling.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
I have
Definitely.
gone to Darjeeling, and it is so vividly described by Ketki that I felt I was again in that place. I could smell the pure air. I could see the monastery. Very vivid, very
Ve-
graphic.
Very graphic.
You know,
Me
love
too.
the
I really
ambience that she created.
Thank you,
I
Lord.
really loved the description of the mountain. It was like I was there on that mountain. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. She's very descriptive in her poems. She's really talented in having those images of places, and it was very interesting.
Thank you, Bogdan.
This poem about Darjeeling is a beautiful painting, rather. It is a very picturesque poem. Uh,
Absolutely.
Yes,
if you
yes.
have heard about, you see, one Booker winning novel by the Kiran Desai. I'm forgetting that name. Yes, there is beautiful description of Darjeeling. The whole story is centered in the Darjeeling town and the nearby.
The
That
inheritance of loss, I think you refer to the
yes, yes, yes,
inheritance
yes,
of loss.
yes, yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Inheritance of
I've
land.
read that
Mm.
novel. Yes.
Yes, that is wholly based on the Darjeeling and surroundings. There
Yes.
also there are few characters who are English, Irish, or other people who have deserted their country, and finally they you see they were living in the Darjeeling town just because they
Settled.
loved that place. So this is a you see not only the people living in India but from outside they love Darjeeling. They love their natural beauty of the Darjeeling, and Darjeeling is one of the you see jewels in the you see mountain ring of India. And if you see the old Hindi films, you will find so many films where shooting of Darjeeling beauty has been
Yes.
captured by the cinematographers. So,
Yes.
but the best thing is that Ketki ji has so wonderfully, so beautifully, he's woven the thread of the Darjeeling beauty of Darjeeling in so many aspects. Not only mountains, monasteries, but the rhododendrons and other things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so Ketki ji for putting up such a beautiful poem, a picturesque poem, a very beautiful picture, a very flowing poem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
Can
good.
we move ahead
The
to you,
imagery was
sir?
beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Kit.
just want to add that, it also brings a lot of peace, that particular place.
Exactly. Yes, yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
Can
yes.
we
Yes.
begin
So
with you, Rakesh ji?
the
We are
poem
really,
also,
really
Okay,
short on time. The
okay, ma'am.
Zoom meeting might end. I'm really sorry. We can, if
No, no,
we can begin with you. I'm really sorry. Can we have
no, no.
8 minutes remaining. I would love to go on the reviews, but we are really short on time because Zoom allows us only a very small time. If you could.
Yes, yes. Ma'am, my this poem is a tribute to all women in the world,
Okay.
and this is very close to my heart. The
Okay.
title of poem is "Every Woman is a Flower."
Okay.
bedecked with the beauty of red rose and adorning a smile of marigold, you are lotus-eyed with the eyelashes of dahlia flower. Your body is jasmine colored, which smells like a ripe and full-grown champa flower. Every part of your body is made of blooming flowers. But it is the persona of yours that exude the heady fragrance of love and compassion. Your tender heart and soft demeanor brings joy and happiness to the whole world. Your benign smile raises the hope of survival on this wretched earth. Without you, the life is simply unthinkable. Women like flowers are tender, look beautiful, and bloom in full majesty. Without caring about their imminent withering, the thorns springing forth soft petals on one stem in tandem symbolizes the essence of life in the cryptic form. Women are flowers and they bloom everywhere, spreading their fragrance and making their presence felt. They need to be adored, and the lovely petals of their abounding goodness should be safely kept inside the book of everybody's life. Thank you, ma'am.
Beautiful poem, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I mean,
Wonderful.
the
Great story.
the love for the women is said well. I have nothing to say. Vasudha ma'am, I would want you to recite and then maybe I'll talk about both. We'll run short of
Both the
time.
poems. Yeah, because you're short of time.
Yeah.
But I really loved. It's a
I
tribute to
love
all
Rakesh
women.
ji's poem. I think
Yeah.
we can have one whole session where it's so beautifully composed. I was
Yeah,
Thank
imagining.
we
you.
need a lot more time, Suvira, for reviewing. We need a
Mm,
lot more time.
yeah.
So, shall I start?
Yeah, please go ahead.
This is a poem, not only very close to my heart, but I believe in what I've written.
Okay.
Usually I write only what I believe in, but
Ah,
this, I totally believe.
okay.
The title of the poem is The Power of One.
Okay.
The Power of One. One man can change the world, for better or for worse. Remember Lincoln, how he abolished slavery and gave freedom to the Afro Americans? Remember Gandhi, who dismantled the empire? Remember Hitler, who destroyed Europe? One rebel can start a revolution. One strong woman can change a nation. One man with courage, one woman of integrity can change the society. In every country, we find inspiring stories of men and women who support a cause and without a pause bring about tremendous upheavals. One big wave can sink a ship. One huge forest can bring rain and sustain a large population. One young girl can fight against climate change. One terrorist can kill 1,000 innocent people. The power of one is really stupendous. It can make the world marvelous or create havoc. So beware the power of one.
It's a beautiful poem, ma'am. I would request all of you, as we have Phyllis, ma'am, she's joined right now. If the meeting gets over, can you all join using the same link? We can do that. There's an option that's available because Zoom allows us only 40 minutes. So that's the
Okay.
issue. Ma'am has joined right now. But Vasudha, ma'am, a very, very beautiful poem. The power of one is really, I mean, a one single person has a lot of power and he can definitely transform and perform. I mean,
True, true.
when he performs, he transforms. Transform for the
Yes.
good and transform for the bad. Both are possible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Both are possible.
Yeah. Hello, Phyllis, ma'am. Good evening. I'm Suvira. Hope I'm on.
Hello.
Hello. I was just saying that we are short on time because 3 minutes are left. If you could rejoin using the same link once this gets over, we can actually continue our session. Uh, so I would want you to share a favorite poem of yours.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we all can hear you.
All right. So I have this poem, Freedom,
Okay.
from the public book
Okay.
anthology.
Okay.
Freedom is a precious gift, man's greatest aspiration. People strive to lead a life without condition. Live life freely, their preferred lifestyle situation. Grow healthily, flourish in work, be happy in occasion. Freedom to choose is a personal decision. Thorough knowledge must guide every action. Every person has equally the same rights, yet not everybody knows how to use with insight. For freedom, once misused, leads to conflict, social unrest, oppression with rules so strict, imbalance in self, others, nature do prevail. If true freedom is not exercised, empowered, it goes stale. There is freedom when rights are balanced with responsibility. There is freedom when choices are balanced with conscience. As you know your rights and claim them, do your responsibility. As you make choices, consider the possible effects in reality. External freedom is one's internal freedom, mere reflections. We are in bondage of iron chains that result to oppressions. Use mind, intellect, heart, arise from such complications. Free the self from lust, anger, greed, ego, attachment, confusions. Thank you.
Beautiful poem, ma'am. Beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful. Sorry, everyone. Can we just this session will just get over. Can I request you all to log in using again the same so that I can have a chat with you all on the beautiful compositions that have been there.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now we
Yeah,
leave
just
the
log
meeting.
in again. Just log in again. Because the session will end. So we can
Hmm.
just it was actually a wonderful session with all of you, all poems, all of different genre and beautifully composed. I mean, last one was Freedom. Vasudha Ma'am's was a power of one person. Rakesh ji's was about women, how women need to be respected, treated with utmost love. Ketki Ma'am's took me to Darjeeling, and Bogdana Ma'am's poem taught me about how to live life being simple. I mean, all so very beautifully composed. I must say, each one of you is doing a fantabulous job in uh, composing your poems. I mean, hats off.
Thank you, Suvira. Thank you. I really enjoyed the session.
I enjoyed myself, I must say. Uh, I wished we have an entire day where we do all this whole reviewing a poem, listening to poem, relieves your stress, I must say.
The others haven't joined still.
Yeah, everybody has joined. I'm so happy to see all of you all again. Thank you for joining the session again.
You
And
also.
it was a pleasure meeting you all. Rakesh ji, your poem about women has been so beautifully composed. If everybody believes in what you say and does what you say, I mean, the crimes against women, the injustice against women will decrease manifold, I must say. I mean, there'll be an end, it will be a different world altogether.
Yes, true, very
Yes,
true.
true.
And
Women should be treated with tenderness
the
and
tenderness,
gentleness.
the love, the gentle. And Vasudha ma'am, I mean, I must say, I mean, I was imagining Hitler with his typical mustache and the transformation that he has brought. I mean, Gandhi ji.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
madness, one
that
man's
poem
madness.
with a person who can change was very powerful because we actually, everybody says sometimes we hear people that are saying, you can't change the world. Yes, everybody can. If everybody would change something, then everything can change in this world. If everybody would show much more respect, much more love, much more attention to people, would offer selfless respect and help, everything will be better and everything will be more beautiful in this world.
The world
True,
will
If
be a
true,
people
better
true.
place to
would not
live
be
in.
selfish, yeah, we can change the world as others did. They did a small change, but it was so powerful that other people followed them. And this is the most important lesson.
True, true,
Just right.
true. Absolutely right. And
Yes.
Feliz ma'am's poem about freedom. Often we take a freedom, we don't think about freedom so much. We all have the freedom, but using freedom wisely is what matters. I mean, if we all are aware about how there's freedom inside us, there's this external
Without
freedom,
freedom,
everything.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can't do anything
outside
without
freedom
freedom.
too, because when we somehow take things for granted and we forget about important things. And for example, we had this freedom lost during pandemic. Yeah, we stayed inside our houses, we couldn't get out. It was a very difficult period, we couldn't visit our relatives. So when we complain about more things, we should think that, wow, we are still free again. We're still happy to go outside, to breathe fresh air, to listen to a bird, to see a beautiful flower. Yeah, to have all these things around us, because we had an unfortunate period when we lost this freedom and we regain it. So we have to be grateful for that.
True, absolutely. Ketki ma'am, do you want to add anything? I mean,
Well, about the pandemic, actually, I've been confined to the house a lot, like most. When I would look out of that window of mine and I would see the world outside, there was a sea, and my mind is free. It's writing for
yeah,
as well, you know.
true, true,
Yeah,
true,
yeah, and we can gain our happiness. We can complain. Choice to,
true. Yeah.
make okay, freedom of choice.
Feli ma'am, do you
Yeah,
have anything to
I
say? And
during the pandemic, I think I started writing more.
Mm.
everybody has done that, I must say.
Well,
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to add anything before we close the session?
each other's poems, and it's wonderful to come across over here and actually chat. And I always
Uh,
I'm
it's
happy that I met all those people who came today, and I'm happy that you invited me, Suvira.
thank you so much.
And what can I say? Now that Christmas is coming closer, I only wish you to be happy, to live in peace all together, to have beautiful, let's say, short holidays now, and stay with your closest friends, families, and all around you, and have these precious moments all the time with you, even if it's in your mind only after Christmas is finished. Have it there in your hearts, and don't forget that time is short, and we have to be grateful for everything.
True, true,
So
true.
the spirit of Christmas is very important.
Spirit
You
of
know,
Christmas is very, very important.
the
I
spirit
wish each one of you a lot of happiness. Uh, may you all enjoy the festival with, may there be peace, may there be prosperity, may there be happiness radiating from within. And before we sign out, anything last that anybody wishes to say?
Ma'am, just one,
a
I want to
wonderful session.
Yes,
Yeah.
congratulate you, ma'am.
yes, Rakesh
I
ji.
simply, I simply want to congratulate you for coming out with such a beautiful format
Yeah,
for the first time. And
thank you.
this was a case short, but really happy to meet so many around
Yeah,
on this new platform. And I
thank you.
wish it
Thank you
great
so much.
success.
Yeah, thank you so much for the kind wishes. We would definitely want to meet each one of you again and have a very long session where we keep sharing our work, keep motivating each other, propel each other, listen to each other to get ideas. We are all artists.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Suvira, for hosting this wonderful program.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Enjoyed this.
Everyone, before our session has come to an end, and what can I say? It's a wonderful session where I had the opportunity to chat with such uh, poets who are humble, down to earth. Their compositions have inspired me, and I think, thank you all of you. And next Sunday we will have few new more poets across the globe who will be sharing a composition. Do stay tuned to the channel Pen Wonders International, where we come up every Sunday with our program Words and Faces with new poets. And please do participate on the ongoing competitions and keep penning beautiful poetry on our page, Pen Wonders International. With that, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to everyone. Stay safe,
Yeah,
stay
Merry
bye.
tuned,
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas
keep
and a Happy New
smiling.
Year to all.
Happy New Year to
Yeah,
all of you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.